My first Christmas movie this year, and I chose Bad Santa 2.
Fuck.
Shit steak!
Mom.
Let's get straight to the point. This movie is terrible. This was one of those occasions where I didn't see the trailer before and I thought, well, how bad could it be? Maybe there are some laughs? I like Billy Bob Thornton. And the first one was great. Oh my god, from the very first scene the movie is an absolute train wreck. Where the first one was raunchy and dirty, it had also heart and a character that goes through a transformation. Well, threw that out of the window, because here is another comedy sequel 100 years later after the original. In comparison, Zoolander 2 now seems like a masterpiece.
I'm the Mamba Pajamba! I'm the Mamba Pajamba!
This is one of those sequels that destroys what the first movie was all about. If we let it do that, of course. And we don't, because next year I won't even acknowledge that there is a second film. Billy Bob Thornton played a low-life, always swearing egomaniac with nothing to lose who kind of discovers he's not that bad after all. Well, that sure didn't work out, because 13 years later he's back to being a good-for-nothing, alcoholic scumbag. And they really brought back the kid, the original actor, who is of course now grown up. Brad Kelly even gained more than 40 pounds to reprise his role as Thurman Merman. Man, you really shouldn't have done that. A little overweight kid with the IQ of a toast that constantly gets on Santa's nerves is one thing. A full-grown man who hasn't have the best acting or comedic chops and a script that's utter garbage is something else. Brad Kelly wasn't acting in a movie for 6 years prior to this one. Look, you know, they put the best jokes in the trailer. This is the best joke Thurman got.
One time, I ate too much turkey bacon. I didn't poop for 2 weeks. For 4 weeks.
Yeah. Bad Santa 2 is embarrassingly bad, and while watching I felt so ashamed and sorry for almost all people involved. The worst of all being Academy Award winning actress Kathy Bates as Willie's mother Sunny Soak. It's not that she, Tony Cox or Christina Hendricks can't act, but what the filmmakers are giving them is nothing to work with. There are almost no real jokes in the movie, you know, something with a punchline. It's more just simple swearing and being dirty for the sake of being dirty, for the sake of being offensive. The story is not worth mentioning, something about robbing a charity. The character arc of Willie is similar to the first movie, but completely unbelievable. It's hard not to like Billy Bob Thornton, as he has such a great voice and one of the best dirty smirks out there.
What's up?
But here, he's really just an unlikable douchebag for most of the movie. Your comedy archetype protagonist is normally some kind of loser, but someone you can emphasize with. Here, he's just a mean old man in a movie so random, it's hard to understand it even got made. I give Bad Santa 2 3 out of 10. It's easy, one of the worst movies of the year, and while I admit I laughed a few times, this is so mean-spirited and cheap, with no comedic timing or any clever lines. You get around to love this character in the first film, only to see him get destroyed in the sequel. Don't waste your money on it, better watch the first one again.
Damn! That's some fucked up shit!
Alright, that's it. Like always, please tell me in the comments below what you think about Bad Santa 2, and also please tell me what's your favorite comedy sequel. There are definitely a few good ones out there. I give you two, one old and one newer. The old one is A Shot in the Dark, and the newer one is Hot Shots Part 2. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like.
You are not my